My name is Michael Potts. I live on a Scepter 36-foot sailboat, and this is where I am today. I'm in Palm City, Florida. Last season, I sailed her 2,000 nautical miles all the way from Canada to the Bahamas. You can watch those videos by clicking the link in the top right screen. In the last episode, I left Canada and flew all the way to Florida, where my vessel had been in the hard for 6 months. And to say the least, she was in rough condition.
I mean, it's absolutely really moldy. And the interior is flooded. Look at this.
After some minor repairs, demolding, I launched. In this episode, I make it under a low clearance bridge and head to an anchorage. I launch my dinghy, get basic supplies, fix my windlass, and discover a really big problem. If you're thinking of buying an old sailboat and living on it and sailing free, then these videos are for you. Follow along as I fix this old boat and attempt to sail her back to the Bahamas. Let's get into the video.
Alright, let's head for Palm City Bridge. Try to get through the lock today. Maybe we'll stay on the other side of the lock until the morning, I don't know. Find out. Alright, so I'm coming up on the infamous Palm City Bridge. So at the end of last season when I was coming through here, I had problems getting under it. So as you can see, it's over there. Let's see what happens here because it's not high tide right now, but you know. Anyway, I'm just gonna approach it really carefully, take a look at the meter. If it says 54, I should be okay. Anything less than that, no. We're gonna have to turn around and anchor here somewhere for the night. All right, let's do this. All right, so it says 54. It looks pretty good to me. So I'm gonna give it a try. Let's see what happens here. What does it look like? Okay, we're good. Woo! Yeah, buddy, thank you. Next day, I'm in this anchorage. I think I smell propane. Jesus. I'm in this anchorage here, which is just past the Palm City Bridge. All right, and boat's a disaster, guys. I'll just admit it to y'all. And try not to pan the camera around too much because she really is in rough condition. And that's to be expected after being on the hard for 6 months. Things are kind of a mess. So now that I'm a free man and I'm not at a marina where they're gonna charge me for things, I'm now at anchor. I came in last night and there was right away a guy approached me and he's like, you know, hey mate, he was a South African dude. He's like, my swing's too much. I think it was a little rude to him. I was a bit grumpy last night, I'll be honest. And I'm sorry, man. I was like, dude, your boat's 300 feet away. And his boat at the time looked really far from mine, you know, like with 300 feet. So I was like, come on, man, I'm not gonna hit you. But later on in the night, I was close to him. I wasn't close to him, but I was, you know, at the point where it was like, you should worry about it a bit about it. So I moved. So the Anker windlass is not working. So I have the switches for it right here. Boom. That's the problem. That needs to be done. I got a new Raymarine auto helm that needs to be put in. But I didn't buy sugar. And I had to have my coffee without sugar this morning. That's okay. There's lots to be done. I think the first thing we should do here on the boat is get the dinghy pumped up into the water, get the engine onto the dinghy in the water, and then I'm going to install this new fuel pump. And then we'll see if she works, top up the oil, and that way I'll have access to the shore so I can get sugar and just get things that I need. Without further ado, let's get the dinghy pumped and into the water. All right, so I'm gonna raise it up. I'm gonna put it in the water, and I'm gonna get it alongside the boat, and then we're gonna start screwing around with the engine, get the engine on there, and get this fuel pump on there. Let's get to work here.
Rocking her to sleep. Wind whispers in the tree.
All right, she's in there. Great. All right, so next mission is I'm gonna securely tie the boat in one spot here with rope, and then that engine will be next, and I'll slowly put the engine on its brackets, and we should be good. Let's do this.
Secrets are hard to keep. She's still waiting, holding on through the night. She's still waiting, wishing time could make it right. She is waiting. Dawn is bringing morning light. She's waiting to end this fight.
All right, so I got it on. That's good. And here comes the Coast Guard. It's just Boato USA. Let's go get the parts and the tools, and hopefully we won't drop anything in the ocean here. So my mission is to get this new fuel pump onto there. All right, so that screw, pull this off, use the pliers to undo that hose and the other hose, connect it and screw it back on. Should be that easy. All right, I'm gonna use this jug. All right, let's get work on this thingy. Let's see what we can pull off here. All right. Screwdriver. Of course I won't have the right. Why would I have the right screwdriver? Why would it be the exact thing that I need? Wow, that's good news. Oh, it's not too tight. Do not lose the screw. How dirty my hands are. This is just the way it is. Very thankful because most of my audience is between 45 and 65, so I'm sure you guys, and they're all male. So you guys don't care if I have dirty fingernails and stuff. You don't care, do you? Oh, it's great being out here though, I'll tell you. It's what makes it all worthwhile. You know, I'm on my own boat, I'm out at sea. I'm doing what I really want to do with my life. That's what matters. Oh, look at that. Oh my God, what have I done? Okay, I got it. Oh, thank God. All right, risk taker. Let's get her in the hole. Oh yeah, that's it. Look at that. There we go. Okay, she's threading. We're good. All right, we now have a new fuel pump on. So that's good news. So this guy, that's the old one. That's a new one. I think we're good. Now I'm gonna put some oil. God, why is there so many waves? Cool, that's it. Look at that. So there is a gas station over there somewheres, and there's one over there somewheres. So it's like well, it's getting late in the afternoon already. Time goes by so fast on a boat. It's crazy. You get 2 things done, maybe 3 in a day, usually 1. It's the next day. It's like 8:30 in the morning. I just talked to the marina. The gas dock is closed, but they will fill a container if I go in by dinghy. I couldn't fit my boat into that marina anyway. So there's literally an inch of gas in the tank. I have a paddle. As long as I can get fuel, gasoline, if I can get that engine started, put oil in it, get that engine started, and get over to that gas dock, I can get fuel, then I can tweak the engine and make it work better. Then I can get over to there's a bridge over there where I can temporarily leave the dinghy and go up to Publix and get a few things like ice and some food. Let's get in this dinghy, put some oil in it, try and start her with the gas that I have, and get over to that fuel dock. All right. I can't believe it. It started on the second pull. Look at this oil. Jesus, man. You got to be careful with oil in Florida, guys. If the wildlife management guys see you, they will literally hang you by your mast with a noose. And they got eyes everywhere, so you got to be careful. Don't put any oil in the water. Jeez, man, look at this. All right, let's see if we can get some gas. It's a small miracle that I made it in here. This is a big problem. This is a problem. Why is there oil coming out of here? This guy's gonna get me in trouble for it. All right, so I got a big jug of fuel. I filled my actual tank with gas and 4 bags of ice for 52 bucks. So that's pretty good. It is what it is. And yeah, I'm just gonna relax for a second and start thinking about what's next here, because we gotta work an engine. I need to be able to seal up this dinghy. We need to find a chandlery that's got vinyl glue, because this boat's you know, it's leaking air. I need to be able to depend on that thing to stay inflated. So anyway, we're gonna need some groceries. I got a bit of sugar. The lady in the office gave me some sugar. That's good enough for now. Let's get back to the boat, get that ice in the cooler, and then decide what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna go over to Publix and get some groceries. So let's get in this. We're good. All right, let's go back to the boat. All right, we're gonna go over to Publix, which is over there somewhere. Evie's right here. And we're gonna get some cleaning supplies and a few things that I need from Publix to be comfortable here. And then we are gonna get to work and get this boat cleaned up, get the deck washed off, get things stowed away. I'm gonna start going through every single nook and cranny on this boat and clean it. And chuck out what I don't need, and we'll go from there. So let's head over there and get into Publix and grab some sugar, some salt, and a couple things that we need. All right, let's do this. All right, so there's the bridge that I saw on Google Earth, and I don't know if I can dock there. It looks private to me.
the thing. You got to be really careful in the US because people, you can get in big trouble. Okay, I don't see anywhere to land here. Like, I'm gonna have a look around and see where we're at here. This is brutal. All right, so this is the spot. Tied up to a mangrove root there. This is how you get bugs on your boat. There's already bugs on my boat, so obviously. So, all right, it's tied up good. Let's go to the Publix and get what we need, what we can. All right. Why does everybody call me sir? Am I that old? How you doing, sir? Like I'm a senior citizen or something, you know? How you doing, sir? Jesus, man, because I feel like I'm 18 years old. I'll tell you that much. All right, so that was $86. Jesus. It's like $105 Canadian. And I just got like basic shit. Oh God, it's so expensive. All right, so yeah, I mean, you can't even, like, it's gotta be, this season, it's gotta be rice and beans. Like, I treated myself today because I'm hungry and, you know, it's a bit depressing seeing the boat like that, the way it is. But anyway, now that I know I can get in here really quickly, I did buy some like mildew remover and mildew. So there's lots of good stuff here. Water, bread, butter, sausage, bacon, eggs. So anyway, let's get back to the boat and see what's up. How you doing? We got rain coming. See, this is perfect. This is why there's so many boats there, is because Publix right here. You can wheel your cart. Boat's there. And I can see Evie from here. It's like right there. So that is great. So let's load up, go back to the boat, make some bacon and eggs, relax, and enjoy life. All right, so I am out of propane. There is a gas station over there somewheres. I'm gonna go over there with the bottle and refill it, exchange it, and get back to the boat. Looks like it might rain a bit here. I'm gonna shut the hatches and get in the dinghy and get over there. Let's go on an adventure and get some propane. Oh, she's still there. Working on the stove today. I stripped off all the paint to reveal this rust here. I'm going to use some TSP to wipe it down and some Rust-Oleum to paint over it, just to make it look a little better than it does now. So I think it'll give the impression that looks newer than it did before, because this boat's just getting worn out. So yeah, let's give it a paint job and make it look a little bit better. Looks a little better. Looks decent. It's the morning. It's around 8 o'clock. So these last year, these foot switches failed. Okay, I have 2 new ones and they need to be installed. Look at how bad the connections are here. So I need to figure out a way to fix this. Clean up these connections and get this windlass working.
Camping on a boat, everything takes a day to do. You can pretty much do one thing per day, it seems like. I've been up since 6 or 8 in the morning working on this. It's already noon. You know, I got 5 hours of light left. It's crazy. So I'm really glad I'm doing this, because then I can pull my anchor up and down in an emergency situation. That's the whole idea why I'm doing this now. I'm just gonna get her done, make sure it works really well, and that it's sealed up. I'm gonna use this here to seal it up really well. We should be all right. I don't see any major problems so far. I'm gonna, before I seal anything up and wrap it up, I'm gonna test it, obviously. So that's the next thing here. Once I get these connections set, let's test it out and see if it works. This should work. Before I seal this up, before I do anything more, let's test it. Let's confirm that we have voltage. I believe these are the 2 bus bars, here and here. No. Okay, so we do have voltage there. We've got 12.92. Okay, so it should work. I don't see why it shouldn't work. Let's push a button here. Oh yeah, it's working. Okay, so that's down, that's up. Oh, that's great. It is working, look. That's up, that's down. Okay, that's good. All right, so now we just gotta seal it up. So that works out great. Let's give it a test out. A final test out. They're all siliconed in there. Yeah, it's working. So that's great. They're not the best quality, obviously. These ones were $60 on Amazon. Actually, I think it was eBay. And yeah, that's it. So they're gonna have to do for a couple years. Keep my eye on them, but that's it. That's easy to install.
So after a quick call from Lenny the Legend, who got arrested in episode 1.
What happened?
Guess where I got kicked out of?
Where'd you get kicked out of?
Rehab.
I discovered that the alternator just wasn't working. So I had no choice but to get it fixed. And after doing some searching online, I figured the best place to go was Fort Pierce.
Let's get off to Fort Pierce, get this situation solved. Get this boat seaworthy. All right. Oh God, what's going on? Jeez.
Sometimes when you're on an old sailboat, you turn the key and the engine does nothing. That's it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed the content. Thank you so much to all my new Patreon supporters. We got 3 this week. I really appreciate your help. Like, it brought tears to my eyes. Like, really, I really need your help right now. Appreciate it. It's only $3 a month. The link is in the description below. But that's it for this week. Next week we head to Fort Pierce and all sorts of crazy things happen. Leave me a like, drop a comment. Captain Michael signing out. See you next week.